Windbreaker. Welcome back to another episode of this. Hope you guys enjoy, like, comment, and subscribe. Yeah. I know the place is a mess, okay? You don't have to keep telling me this, okay? I know you spent about 2 hours trying to find that stupid statement about the man, whatever his stupid name is, okay? But answer me this: why are we in a basement underground when we have a massive corporate building on top of us where everyone else works but except for us? That's what I thought. Now leave. Max, leave. Jesus. Statement of Maxwell about a football pitch and how big it is. Statement recorded by Jill, the archivist. Can't believe I'm still doing this stupid job. Statement begins. Why the F am I here? My friends told me about you guys, so now I'm in a small room under the floor, writing my stupid story to you guys that you're probably not gonna read. But I signed up for this, I guess. So here we go. I was at a football match. It was Luton versus Nottingham Forest. Not a big match. Last Wednesday, 8 o'clock. A small stadium. You probably know football, right? Yeah. I'm like kidding. You're like about 4 over and dying there. Anyways. Well, it's not. Let's just say Luton Stadium is not big. It's tiny place. And well, I thought not a lot of people would be there. So, well, I went to see it. Didn't think it'd be a great match, but got bored. But when I got there, something was off. Normally there's like security around the place. There's no one. Absolutely no one. Thought be a bit weird, but I guess they think the same thing, that no one really come to the match. So I just walked through with my ticket and found my seat. No one else was there but me. Me and me alone. For the time being, that was. At 8:01, 1 minute after the match should have started, people walked onto the pitch. Not people, things. They looked like people. They were people. But they had no face. Blank. Just a blank face. As I looked around, I swear to you, there was no one there a second ago. But when I looked around, all seats were filled. It looked like there was too many seats there for the stadium that you have. The stadium looked bigger, felt bigger, and all these faceless people were looking at me. Here's one thing that I'm not scared of heights. I'm not scared of the vast world and how big it is, but at that moment I was terrified. It was supposed to be a summer day. It was one of the hottest days I've ever been in. But at that moment, it was freezing cold. Like all the sun just disappeared. There was nothing. Not I couldn't even see the moon. Like looking back, it, that probably wasn't where I still left. But I waited. I waited 5 more minutes, staring at these faceless things that looked at me, until eventually I thought the idea of looking back at the pits. Don't know why, but when I did, I couldn't see the pit, which doesn't make sense. But it was there. It was so far. Like, you know how seats normally go up, like at a curve? It just all the seats just went straight up, basically, and with bits of curves. Steps were massive drops. It was a good 500 meters down. Should have been the earth. Should have been at the core of the earth. That's how low it was. That's the moment I tried to run. Nowhere else I started to run then. Try is a weird word. I couldn't move. The wind was too strong for me to hold myself. At that moment, I realised something. There was another person, an old man, holding, I think, a book in his hand, the other side of the pit. I didn't. That's all I got of him. I don't know what happened to him, or if he was actually real or not, but. Anyways, the wind was too strong for me to move. Stand up. So I just go a bit further down onto the ground and crawl my way to the stairs. Which that's the moment I tried to crawl my way out. It obviously didn't work. Not fully anyways. By the time I got to the stairs, all the figures were stood up and slowly walking towards me. But one thing I have realised now is that this should have not happened. But the wind stopped in that area. Like all the wind died down a bit. It was enough for me to stand up. I had this sudden urge to jump. I knew if I jumped, I would hit the pit eventually. I didn't care. I jumped, and well, I kept falling for what I thought was a day, maybe two. I think it was because after a while my eyes started to hurt from the wind, so I closed it. I closed my eyes for a second, and when I opened them, I was on the football pitch. Everything's back to normal. No one was there. So I ran. I ran out of there, told some friends, and they told me about you guys. I didn't like heights, like I said, but now I love them. Funny how that happens. I'm gonna go. This is stupid. Statement ends there. Nothing about the mystery man, obviously, but there were. I guess it was good going through all the statements as I wait for that stupid mystery man statement to be found. But that old man, is that the. Hmm. That reminds me of Philip, or Filzer, the guy who brought in one of his other statements with, with that weird book. He was an old man as well. More to look into, I guess, which isn't great thing though. While looking through all the books again, after I read the statement, they all have a signature on it called Jack, named Jack on it. Like nothing else is on it, but that is weird. That hmm, I guess I might have to look around and see any owners of books with the name Jack in it, which might not be that hard, but if people actually bring them in, it's another story. But there is one thing though. The Mats he said he went to Watts hasn't happened yet. I tried. He gave us the number on the statement. I tried to call it. No one answered, but the statement does look like it was from 6 months ago. So maybe new phone. But the face and the humans, I don't know if I believe that. I've heard many weird stories, but I don't know. I just joined this stupid job so I get some extra money, and now I feel like I'm stuck here. But it's probably just me. There is also another thing that I never got told until like a week ago. That there are not just only weird books that we have to read out to learn about. There's also weird statements about things that people have witnessed or seen. There's only like a few left. I think about 10, 11. I'm just on a pile here, but who? Why? Why is this just? It doesn't seem like the boss wants all of them. Like, doesn't let anyone with a weird story, but he lets in certain people. Like, the eye guy. And, well, actually, the one about the fallen shadow, or the shadow, that was just me wanting to bring him in. But I want you to know what makes a real statement in his eyes. One thing after another now, isn't it? But I think I have a plan. I'm going to do a few statements, a few books, and if people come in, I'll do them as well, obviously. But think about the shadow and eye person. They both wanted me to stay in there and listen. Even though I asked if they just wanted to record it and I listened back to it, they wanted me in the room. Doesn't sound that weird, but something I want to look into as well. Statement ends.